What's up, everybody? This is your boy Chris C. Pup Sarai bringing another edition of the Car Concierge Show, the show that helps with the buying, selling, maintaining, and repairing of your vehicles. On today's show, we're going to do our last little dive into the whole Cybertruck explosion that happened at the Trump Hotel in Las Vegas. We're going to spend a little time talking about Ice-T and his interaction with a cop over in New Jersey. And last but not least, we're going to reminisce over the great icon singer Brenton Wood as he has passed away at the age of 83. First up, we're going to jump back into the Cybertruck explosion, and this situation has really had me in my conspiracy bag. I've really had to. It's really giving me movie vibes. It's the intro to pretty much every spy movie that you've ever heard of, every military movie where they had to go about proving their friend's innocence after he was framed for some crime that he didn't commit. It's all of that, and it's just getting, for me, it's just getting worse and worse. They keep trying to add things that you would think would push a man over the edge. But this man had been married twice, had a girlfriend, having a great, good old time with this Cybertruck, speaking with his girlfriend and sending her texts, talking about he feel like Batman and all these other things. And they keep continuously saying that there was no red flags. But here we are with another military officer dead at a hotel, and obviously for me, even if we were to say that he, did it and he knew what he was doing, he didn't know that the Cybertruck would contain the blast. He didn't expect that there would be no damage. So the fact that they say that he was a Trump supporter and he liked Trump just doesn't hold water well. So I want to get into this little story about the note that they say he left in his phone for people to find, to give us the idea that he had a reason for doing this. Let's check it out.
Developments in the investigation into the man behind the Cybertruck explosion in Las Vegas. Late today, police saying the driver left behind notes on his phone detailing his actions and clues to a possible motive. Newly released surveillance video shows Army Green Beret Matthew Livelsberger at a Tesla charging station during his trip to Las Vegas. That chilling video of his final destination, the Trump Hotel. Authorities say Livelsberger died by suicide just before that blast. And they say in the notes he left behind, he railed against the United States, but he held no animosity toward the president-elect. And he wrote, quote, "This was not a terrorist attack. It was a wake-up call." ABC's Mola Lenghi leads us off in Las Vegas again tonight.
Tonight, authorities saying the highly decorated Green Beret suspected of using explosives to blow up that Cybertruck outside of the Trump Hotel in Las Vegas left behind notes found on his cell phone, providing clues to a possible motive.
And in there, you can read a couple of the excerpts. "We are the United States of America, the best country, people to ever exist. But right now, we are terminally ill and headed towards collapse. This was not a terrorist attack, it was a wake-up call. Americans only pay attention to spectacles and violence. What better way to get my point across than a stunt with fireworks and explosives? Why did I personally do it now? I need to cleanse my mind of the brothers I've lost and relieve myself of the burden of the lives I took."
Officials confirming that 37-year-old Matthew Livelsberger died by suicide just before the explosion. Master Sergeant Livelsberger was on approved leave from his base in Germany. A senior U.S. official telling ABC News there had been no red flags. Authorities releasing these new surveillance images showing him at a Tesla charging station as he made his way from Colorado to New Mexico, Arizona, and Nevada. That Cybertruck rented via the app Turo. Livelsberger pulling into the hotel valet at 7:35 a.m. Wednesday before pulling out, returning an hour later. And then, 17 seconds later, the explosion. 7 bystanders injured. Sources say Livelsberger was divorced and had recently remarried, his wife reportedly telling authorities he'd been out of the house in Colorado Springs since Christmas following a dispute over infidelity. And while investigators say they found those notes railing against the condition of the United States, they say the soldier held no animosity towards President-elect Trump.
We've found that the subject held no animosity towards the president-elect. The Army indicates that he likely suffered from PTSD, and we are also aware that there were potential other family issues or personal grievances in his own life that may have been contributing factors.
Investigators scouring the suspect's background. FBI and local police searching this townhome in Colorado Springs. Neighbors stunned.
He seemed normal. His wife is very nice. They just had a baby.
Well, Mary, late today, the sheriff here in Las Vegas saying they are aware of a podcast claiming to have a letter from Matthew Livelsberger mentioning recent drone sightings in the Northeast and claiming that he was being followed by federal investigators. Now, authorities say they're not 100% certain it came from him, but they do believe it did. Mary?
Mola Langi with the disturbing new details tonight. Mola, thank you.
I mean, for me, that whole storyline was just extremely vague. I mean, his note was extremely vague. It didn't really touch on anything. The only thing it really you could base anything off of is the fact that he said about the lives he took. That would be the only thing that you would think would even make him consider a situation that he would commit suicide. He didn't specify anything about the United States that they were doing wrong, that the military was doing wrong. It was just extremely vague note, just to give us an idea that this man had problems. And then, of course, all of the newscasters is talking about all, marriage problems, him having some worry about the drone sightings, him being followed by the FBI, all pointing to a man who is not in his right mind, is starting to digress when it comes mentally. But then we see pictures of him driving around in the Cybertruck, him sending text messages to his girlfriend that, hey, I feel like Batman, and having a good time. There is an idea that this is just, for me, it just feels Cold War-ish. Feels like a plot that the man was either drugged and put in his truck and sent over there for it to blow up. And my idea of searching the Trump hotel for somebody who was controlling the vehicle would have been a great process. But they came out information stating that the car was not in automatic drive mode when it went back up to Trump hotel and exploded. So then you would have to think, well, okay, did he do it? I still don't think so. I think that he had a lot to live for. They said he just had a baby. He just had a baby. Had a girlfriend who he must have liked because he was texting while this whole process was going through. It seems to me that he had good stuff to live for. Maybe one of those good things that he had to live for was used against him and he was forced to do this. It's so many variables and so many things that I feel is wrong with this story that is causing me to think, it's causing my conspiracy brain to go wild. Go wild. It's just like, it's the intro to so many episodes of Law and Order and JAG and NCIS. Is crazy. All right, guys, let's keep going. So, recently, one of our favorite actors and rappers, and by the way, Ice-T, was in a little spat with police over in New Jersey. So, we're going to check that story out, and then we're going to talk about Brenton Wood and his death recently this week.
How's it going, sir?
What's up, officer?
Officer Silla, Hudson County Sheriff's Office. Let you know you're being recorded, okay?
I'm headed to DMV. This is where I'm going to get all my registration and everything straight on this car.
When did you decide to go and change?
Yesterday. I went yesterday, but they...
Yeah, but what I'm saying is the registration been expired since 2021.
The car's been parked.
Are you sure?
Yeah, of course I'm sure. That's why I'm trying to get this car set up to go. Yesterday I went to the DMV and they said that their system was down, so that's where I'm headed. I got 7 cars. I'm trying to get them all straight.
So the first thing we have to realize is the reason he got pulled over is because the registration was expired on the vehicle. And he was headed to the DMV to get it done, which is all straightforward stuff. So let's see why this goes bad.
You say you went to DMV yesterday? They said the system is down?
Yesterday, yep.
What time was your appointment yesterday?
I didn't have an appointment. They just take me.
You need to have an appointment to go to DMV.
I don't need one.
Why is that?
Because they know me.
You could have drive valid vehicle who was registered and get this one
Can I
registered.
handle this? Can I handle this? You gonna take me to jail?
I'm not going to take you to jail.
Okay, can I park the car here and walk to the DMV?
I'm going to tow your vehicle. It's
No,
expired.
you're not. You're not finna tow my vehicle. Let me park my car right here.
You're not going to move your car, sir.
First mistake he made was he kind of telling the cop what he wasn't gonna do. But you know, I mean, it was kind of messed up that the cop just went straight to towing his vehicle in the first place. But let's keep going.
Sir, you give me your keys right now, and I'm going to tow your vehicle. No, don't touch me. Don't
Give
do
me
like that.
Give me my paperwork. Get this on camera. This
Okay.
I'm a foot away from
you,
DMV.
keep your distance.
You are a f***ing asshole.
I'm not an asshole. You've been an asshole to me.
I'm an asshole. I'm trying to get to the DMV. I showed you all the paperwork. Let me start recording your dumb ass.
Shouldn't have called him a dumbass.
Start
That's
the
for
hood
sure.
and start me out the unit. So what happened, Sarge?
What's up, Sarge?
Hey, what's going on, brother? How are you?
I'm trying to get to DMV to register my cars.
Okay.
I got all the paperwork and everything there. I asked the officer, could I just go over here or even park my car so that I could walk over there and get all my paperwork together. He says he wants to tow my car.
All right, give me a second. Let me find out what's going on here, and then we'll figure something out, okay?
Okay.
You're, like I said, you're going to leave the car here and just go to DMV.
Yeah. I'm walking DMV and handle this.
So, but you do know your registration is expired and your license too. Right?
That's what I'm going for.
Okay, I'm just letting you know that I didn't know if you just knew your registration was expired. You got both.
I got everything.
Okay, all right. Yeah, all right? All right, no, I'm good. All right, you told him the way he's treating me, I was going to park the vehicle, no tickets issued, but just next time show some respect. That's all I got to say.
I don't have to.
Ha! Gus said he don't have to. That's crazy work. So now this is not that big a deal. The guy, all right. So couple things. He didn't have his car wasn't registered, and that's why he's getting put over. That's pretty obvious. You know, once the cops see that your vehicle's not registered from the back, or if one of these fancy camera systems, you know, notices it and shows this in the system that it's not registered, you're going to get pulled over. That's not unusual. It's not a big deal. He was not that far from the DMV, which, you know, all these things are positives on Ice-T's side. Now, police officer was getting a little attitudinal. I believe that, you know, he was asking some crazy questions. He was showing, and then the whole thing when he said that he was going to tow the vehicle away right away. That was kind of out of the blue and kind of really outrageous to me. Didn't have to, you know, it wasn't a situation where he had to tow the vehicle. I mean, he was right by the DMV. If he was honestly going to the DMV to get his registration fixed, then, you know, to tow the vehicle would be unnecessary. So that was, you know, that's when I would say the police officer got out of hand, stating to him that he was going to tow the vehicle. And then, of course, what happens? Was it privilege or was it the right thing to do? But Sarge came in and pretty much did exactly what Ice-T asked for to be done. So was that privilege? You know, it seemed like the Sarge knew Ice-T. Probably most of the people around the area, including the police officers, probably know Ice-T. And then situation where the police officer that was pulling him over didn't know Ice-T or wasn't a big fan or whatever. But in the end, exactly what Ice-T said was wanted to happen. So, you know, it's a lot of hoopla for nothing. Just a show of a little bit of a show of power struggle with a police officer and a little bit of show of some privilege when it comes to a celebrity. So, yeah, interesting stuff. But let's us finish up with talking about something that is absolutely, unequivocally, truly sad. We lost a soul icon this week. Brenton Wood, one of the best crooners of the era, died at the age of 83.
Brenton Wood, the acclaimed soul singer and songwriter renowned for his 1967 hit The Oogum Boogum Song, has passed away at the age of 83. He died peacefully in his sleep from natural causes on January 3, 2025, at his residence in Moreno Valley, California, surrounded by family and friends. Born Alfred Jesse Smith on July 26, 1941, in Shreveport, Louisiana, Wood's family relocated to San Pedro, California during his childhood. He later moved to Compton, where he attended high school and junior college. During this period, he developed a passion for music, drawing inspiration from artists like Jesse Belvin and Sam Cooke. He adopted the stage name Brenton Wood, possibly inspired by the affluent Los Angeles neighborhood of Brentwood. Wood's musical career gained significant momentum in 1967 with the release of several chart-topping singles. The Oogum Boogum Song reached No. 34 on the Billboard Hot 100, while Gimme Little Sign became his most successful hit, peaking at No. 9. Another notable track, Baby You Got It, also secured the No. 30 spot on the charts. Throughout his career, Wood released 9 studio albums and several compilation records. His music has been featured in numerous films and television shows, including Almost Famous, Don't Worry Darling, Big Little Lies, and The Umbrella Academy, underscoring his enduring influence on the music industry. In addition to his musical achievements, Wood was dedicated to community service, frequently performing at schools and outreach events for at-risk youth. In recent years, Wood embarked on a farewell tour titled Catch You on the Rebound, the last tour, named after one of his popular songs. However, due to declining health, he postponed the tour in May 2024. His manager and assistant, Manny Gallegos, who was present during Wood's final moments, shared the singer's last message to his fans, Catch You on the Rebound. Brenton Wood's legacy as a pioneer of soul music remains influential, and his contributions continue to resonate with audiences worldwide.
Really sad. We've lost a lot of great people in 2024, and for us to lose Brenton Wood in the beginning of 2025 is just completely disheartening for me. I've worked with Brenton. I worked with him several times. I've worked with him at the Street Low car shows. I've worked with him at a couple of shows he did at the Fox Theater over in Salinas, California. Just a great man. Gave me some great advice about relationships and women. And you know, he even at his advanced age, he continued to tour and continued to do shows and meet and greets and was still for the people. I got to see him as part of the Catch Me on the Rebound tour. And it's just extremely sad that we've lost such a great singer. He lived a great life, of course. 83 is nothing to sneeze at, but you know, it's still always horrible to lose somebody fantastic. So, with that being said, my friends, we're going to end the show. Thank you, as always, for tuning in, liking, sharing, subscribing. Please share the show. Hit me in the DM if there's anything I do better, anything I'm doing worse. And let's keep this thing going into the new year. Thank you for watching the show. Let's have great success in 2025, me and you. And I'm out. Peace.